Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome to our office.
Thank you so much.
This is a gesture for you are coming to our office. Now you are from Canadian government and you are into looking after the new migrants, training particularly how they should settle in Canada.
Correct.
Okay. Now you are Shivani. You are also from the Canadian government.
Thank you so
We
much.
are welcoming to our office. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
And now for the benefit of my clients, I am having a number of clients who are interested in going to Canada.
Okay.
As I'm the only person who is an ICCRC consultant working from Pune, not only from Pune, from whole of the Maharashtra. So people from even from Bangalore, Delhi,
Okay.
Gurgaon, Chennai, they are approaching me. I'm having clients everywhere. So all my clients are interested in knowing after visa what are the services Canadian government will be providing. So this is a very good initiative by Canadian government that you are orienting them here only. I believe tomorrow you are having this orientation seminar also. So please give some brief information for the benefit of my clients who are planning for Canada. As and when they will be getting visa, I will be again forwarding them to you.
Sure, you can start and then continue.
So we are working with the economic class immigrants who are planning to live and work in Canada. So what we do, we give them information about the labor market majorly. For example, if you're an accountant, if you're an engineer like you are, or in any occupations where you are dealing with someone's health, safety and well-being, you need a license. A lot of people don't know. So we give them information on how to get started on that process to save time in Canada. So basically making them more job ready beforehand and making them aware of the challenges, for example settlement, how to find a house, childcare facilities, healthcare, etc. So they are prepared from here and they know how much time it will take, they know what steps to take and how to invest the time that they have before leaving to be better prepared for their integration in Canada. Also after landing, what kind of services are available for newcomers. And we also connect them with our network of partners across Canada who are working with the government again, funded by the government, like settlement agencies, career counselors, regulatory bodies, etc. So we give them a clear plan and this plan is shared with them. It's like a document shared with them and we tell them what they have to do before leaving for Canada and after landing. So they clearly know regarding career, this is what I have to do and that. That's what we do.
That is really wonderful because lot many clients are having such kind of a queries, and if the queries are getting answered by authorized people like you
Yes.
who are specially deputed for this purpose, that is always really beneficial. And Shashi, what will be your role in all these things?
We both actually work as an orientation officer and we help train the clients be better prepared to integrate into the Canadian economy. And our workshops is of two manifold. One is a full day group orientation where we talk to all those people who are soon leaving to Canada or in the process of the final stages of receiving their visas. And we assist them by letting them know all about the provinces of Canada. That would be one section, and we also cover about working in Canada, about job search, resume, interview skills. What do they need to be job ready in order to work there? We also give them lots of information on settlement, like what is it to live in that particular country, right from housing to schooling to driver's license to all the important information. Not just that, eventually they also would want to know more about how to obtain a Canadian citizenship. So we also give guidelines on how to get in there. So how much time does it take for one?
About the citizenship, the rules keep changing.
Yeah, of course, but that's the government policies, right? So, but we give them up-to-date information. What they could count on with us is it is very reliable information that they get because this program itself is funded by the government of Canada. So obviously, whatever they hear from blogs to stories to everything about Canada could be very real or unreal from what they've heard or seen. But here they're hearing it from us, by the program, which is funded by the government. So it's like more authenticated in that way.
Yeah. Now I have got two questions for you. You are a Canadian citizen. You must have stayed in Canada for a long time. And you seem to have your roots in India also. What is the striking difference between life in Canada and life in India. But I want to prepare my clients for this.
Okay. It's quite interesting. I mean, one of the drastic change that you would feel is in terms of population, the numbers. India is like, say, 1.25 billion, I would say. But the Canada is, Canada is relatively, even though it's a huge country, the population is small in number. So it's like 36 million, actually. So I think that's one of the biggest change that one would see. And most of our Indians are so used to, I would say, getting help from others. You know, get things done. But in Canada, you got to be more self-reliant. You got to be more proactive in getting things done. So you have to put your best foot forward in order to succeed. So that is one other change I noticed. But other than that, Canada is a fabulous country when it comes to, you know, organized kind of living, and the government is very transparent and very what do you say, helpful in many ways. So if there's a program like this conducted even before one leaves their home country, that shows the type of commitment that the Canadian government is giving when somebody could prepare.
Another thing is, people are always worried about discrimination. Now I'm a Canadian PR holder, and times I visited Canada, my family is in Canada. I never find any kind of discrimination. People are from more than 100 countries are in Canada, but everybody is living peacefully. And again, workplace, that is again in India. Excuse me, bosses are used to shout at their employers, but in Canada,
there's a different work-life structure.
Absolutely different kind of agency. That is again important. And discipline. See, I could not get I failed my driving test. I traveled with my daughter, she was driving. I traveled for 3,000 kilometers, but I never touched the steering wheel because I failed the driving test. Even in India, I am driving for more than 30 years. But the discipline is such, and the penalties are so huge, nobody will dare to break the law. Indians should be aware about this. That is really important.
Now, these are some of the things we actually touch upon in the orientation session, right? Like do's and don'ts, Canadian culture, what is the difference between Indian culture and Western culture. So some of the essential things. Some of our clients, of course, have traveled on visits and have traveled to many other places, worked in many countries and so on. But to living in a particular country is altogether a different game. So this is what we equip them by giving them that kind of relevant information, and they're also mentally prepared to face the challenges as well as succeeding in Canada in a different spheres. And I think Shivani said the best part of it is like we will help them connect with our partners in Canada who would give that absolute help even before they land in Canada, like the pre-arrival support. I think that's very, very important. Having me being a Canadian citizen, I went there as a student, in fact. So when I went there, like I had nobody in Canada, so it was like a new world altogether. But to knowing somebody is there really makes a huge lot of difference. I think that works very well with our clients.
I got one suggestion for you. I'm having so many clients whose visa is yet to come. They are in the pipeline. They got the invitation also. They are actually disappointed that you are not taking those clients who have still not got visa. So I'll request you that whenever you are having this orientation program, at least those people who has got invitation.
We actually don't need a visa in order to.
But on your website, you are asking for putting this data.
No, we actually just need a UCI number
to register.
To register, that's all.
That's right.
And we don't need a visa actually. COPR, if they've got it, and if they've already got a visa, that's fine. But we, in fact, would want people to start as early as possible, because that's the whole idea of this pre-arrival program, is that you take all the necessary help before even you land. Like, for example, they could do a bridging program from India, which could really help them out, understand their industry better and so on, and which could help them out network with people there. So our program is more like, well, if you have some time, like say 2.5 months to 3 months time, you're in a better position to succeed than somebody who's just booking the ticket and leaving next week. So this program more or less would not work for people who are just immediately leaving. This is for somebody who has some time to invest in preparing themselves for Canada. So one of our criteria to register would be just the UCI number, which is one of the mandatory one, and medicals, of course, they've done. and the COPR it have got, and the Canadian visa itself.
Yes, of
And even
course.
so, if some people have gone on a short landing to Canada and then they have come back, they could still also access
Yes,
it.
there are some of my clients are from that category. They already visited Canada because of some reason they have come back and they are planning to go and see after 3 months, 6 months, because currently this is not the right time to land in Canada, particularly in November and December.
It's a myth.
Anyway, I'm really happy that you have come all the way to my office. I'm wishing you all the best for tomorrow's program.
Thank you.
I think more than 10 to 15 of my clients are attending it.
Yes,
I'll be getting feedback from them. I'll be sharing that feedback to you.
absolutely.
Again, I'm thanking you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you
For the
so much.
warm welcome and everything.